Hey Virgo. So it seems to me that your conscience is clear. Now is the time to forgive and forget, and it's safe to make your move. It's the general vibe that I've got. However, that's not to say there isn't one last effort to remove some obstacles and to stay vigilant for minor challenges. So when I pulled from the I Ching, I got relief, hexagram 40, with a changing line, the first line. So it changes to hexagram 54, marrying maiden. And this is the ending of a hardship and the release of something, the deliverance from something, alleviation of pain, the ending of a hardship. And you have here the capability of resting for a little while, recuperating, but not resting on your laurels. Now is a time to sort of rally your base, gather your strength to make your move. Pay attention to timing for when it's appropriate to make your move, although it's very soon, if not like now. And you have sort of two options about what this move is. If you have a move to progress and to go somewhere, if you got somewhere to go, if you have a clear goal and the door is open, now's the time to go. If there is no clear goal and if the door isn't open, it'll be good to return to an earlier state, to sort of go home, so to speak, or to return to something that's normal, and you'll have a benefit there. So whatever this move is, it could be to just remain still like that, or return home, metaphorically, analogically, or literally, or to make your move if it's clear. Stillness if it's not clear, moving if it is. And I have the sense that you have some serious divine protection here. In my own divination system, I got the two signs, the Logos and the Companion. And this, to me, is like the Spirit is with you. You know, it's got your back. You are in cahoots is what I got. In cahoots with the Spirit. And you don't have that much to worry about. You just have to remain vigilant during this time of recuperation and gathering your strength, and just before you're getting ready to make your move. Or if your move is to remain still, that would be your time of rest. But there are like minor challenges ahead that you'll have to look out for. But these challenges will be easily overcome because you are with the Spirit and the Spirit is with you. This little last effort that you might need to make before you can fully like rest and recuperate will be a bit of like removal of obstacles. During my meditation, I saw a pentagram floating in the air, and someone had drawn it in the air with their hand. And this immediately reminded me of the lesser banishing ritual. You might be interested in banishing rituals. The lesser banishing ritual is easy. You sort of set the intention of eliminating evil and negative influence from you, from your life, from the space you're in. You start in the north and you just draw a pentagram with the intention of banishing evil and illusory influences, and then to the west, then to the south, then to the east. You do it 4 times. And it's a simple ritual, and you'll feel like a relaxation, a weight lift, a clearing of the air. And it's this I Ching hexagram is made up of the elements of thunder over rain, and it is an image of a thunderstorm which clears the air. You know, the thunder clears the atmosphere, the rain washes away the dirt, and there's this sense of just refreshment and clarity. But, you know, it comes through a thunderstorm. It's you know, it's like an activity. It's something that has to be done. And it's not a difficult thing to do. Thunderstorms are very natural. The clouds get heavy with water and then it starts to rain. And it's not like nature doesn't have to put forth such a great effort to do it. It's just kind of something that naturally happens with the cycles, the hydrologic cycles and the atmospheric temperature cycles. Thunderstorms just sort of happen. They're timely and they clear the air and the earth. So this last removal of obstacles that you have to perform is very natural, it's very easy. It comes with the end of this cycle, it comes with the end of this hardship, and you'll find that it's effortless. and you'll find that it flows from you easily because you're very much supported by your spiritual nature, by the spirit itself. So you don't have to really think too hard about how to remove the obstacle or how to be vigilant during your time of rest and recuperation and preparing for the next step. It will feel totally natural to you. And also during my meditation, I got an image of a tunnel rat. It's just, it was a little rat running through a cement pipe, and it was a pretty narrow cement pipe. Like, I don't know what kind of pipe that would be, but I don't know if that means anything. The feeling I got was there's something under your feet that you need to be vigilant about. There's like a minor problem that's beneath you. Maybe morally or maybe literally, I don't know. But there is some maybe difficult to see problem, but you'll find the source by looking beneath you. I don't really know what that could be. So let's pull some tarot cards for you. I think we're going to just get right into the tarot, because I would like to see maybe a little bit more about this tunnel rat and what it could be. Get a little more information here. Yeah, there are also greater banishing rituals, and a simpler banishing ritual, which is just doing the cross over yourself. The cross is a lot older than the Christian tradition, so if the Christian tradition isn't your thing, you don't have to worry about it. The crossing of yourself works for everybody. It's not just a Christian thing. But if you're a Christian, then yeah, just keep doing it. I think banishing rituals right now would be very important. But this tunnel rat, I got the 4 of Cups here. I think there might be some sort of offer that you're denying, and it would be a good thing to deny the offer. I think there's like a distraction. It's just, I don't know what kind of offer it would be, but it'd be like not a very important one. Some small offer, but it might prevent you from resting at this point. And because you're really not going to have all that much time to rest and recuperate, so you don't want to be distracted during your resting phase. And this might prolong your resting phase as well. It might, either distract you from resting and you won't get your resting phase, or it will prolong the resting phase for too long. And relief and hardship are complementary, because when we have relief from hardship, we earn some rest. But if we rest too long, we invite hardship. We can become a little decadent and lazy and just enjoy the relief that we're getting and enjoy it for far too long. We lose our vigilance, and we maybe, overuse what's available to us and not replenishing it. And so we invite hardship back into our lives. And it's kind of like this complementary cycle. I was reminded of this idea that it's a common meme these days. Something like, great heroes create good times create corrupt people create bad times create great heroes, and the cycle starts over. So the good times, the relief from hardship, create corrupt people, because things are good and people don't worry and they become complacent. So this tunnel rat is something that might make you stay complacent, a temptation that will make you stay complacent. But I think as long as you just sit by the tree and refuse it, like this guy here, you'll be okay. Just don't be distracted. Also, I was reminded of a verse from the Tao Te Ching. It's verse 78, and in it we have this idea of the soft overcomes the hard. Like a thunderstorm, it's rain, water is softness, and it clears away all the dirt. A river can erode a rock, this idea. And let's see if I think I can pull it up. Verse 78. So nothing in the world is softer or weaker than water, yet nothing is better at overcoming the hard and the strong. This is because nothing can replace it. That the weak overcomes the strong, and the soft overcomes the hard, everybody in the world knows, but can't put it into practice. Therefore, sages say, the one who accepts the humiliation of the state is called its master. The one who accepts the misfortune of the state becomes the king of the world. The truth seems like the opposite. So we have this opposite idea. You know, in the Tao Te Ching, we have this idea: the bright way looks dim, the progressive way looks retrograde. There's a lot of ideas like that. So the soft overcomes the hard. It sounds like it's not true, but in practice and in experience, we kind of see it is. So being still in times of conflict and making your moves according to good natural timing instead of forcing things to happen is really key at this time. Having like an amicable, gentle nature is good. Actually, this I Ching hexagram has the idea that a humble, gentle leader is working with a strong and firm subordinate. So we have a back and forth here, a complementary working here, where a wise, gentle, and humble person is being complemented by a very strong, firm, and capable person. And together, they achieve the goal of ending hardship. So perhaps there is some companion here. Remember, I pulled the companion symbol that can help you. And maybe you're the strong and capable subordinate, or maybe you're the wise and humble king or queen. I don't know. Whichever feels right to you. Maybe you're a little bit of both. I'm not sure here, but I think there's a back and forth here, maybe between you and the spirit, or maybe between you and another person, where hardship will come to an end because of this complementary relationship and how these opposites come together. And pay attention to things that seem paradoxical or contradictory. There might be some paradox that's actually very helpful to you at this time. Some truth that seems like a falsehood, or a falsehood that seems like a truth. Untie a riddle. There might be some riddle around you. What the Zen Buddhists call a koan, K-O-A-N, that you have to hold in your mind and smooth out and figure out to help you decide help you sort of decide the timing of making this move, whether it's to retreat, return home, remain in stillness, or whether it's to move forward. I think knowing that is going to come from examining a koan. And I'm going to pull one last token here to pull this all together. What's Virgo need to know? This one's sticking. Okay, I got the fox. This is a bit of a trickster, but also a guide. A fox I just got the idea of Sirius. There's, the dog star. There's some old wisdom from several cultures, like follow the dog. You'll follow the dog to a buried treasure or to some great secret knowledge that you're looking for. Following the dog is a sort of mythological motif found in many places and many time periods. And so there might be some sort of playful trickster energy in your life, or a character or something, who actually has the capability of leading you to your next move. It will show you the correct timing of making your move, I think. Yeah, there's someone who I think understands your situation, or is at least observing it, and they might appear immature, as many trickster characters do. They act childish, but actually have a great deal of wisdom. And they teach releasing of seriousness, engaging in relaxedness and playfulness, so that we can achieve our goals without so much stress and hardship. Humor and that sort of mercurial trickster playfulness can be a good mentality when we're experiencing hardship, and we need to see the silver lining. We need to have a humorous outlook, sort of laugh at the hardship if it's possible, if we're able to, and carry on with a more light heart in that regard by seeing the joke in the problem. And within that humor, that might be the riddle, that might be the opposites, the having humor in a dark situation or being jovial during hardship. That might be the key to bringing this relief. And that could be the way of removing this final obstacle that might be in your path, is doing it in a way that you might have thought was unserious and not worth considering, but perhaps that unseriousness is exactly what's needed. Yeah, I think that's it. Maybe there's just some dog that's going to lead you to a buried bucket of gold. Could be literal. Sometimes it is. Dogs bury things, sometimes useful things, and they like to lead people to them. I had a weird neighborhood dog that did that. Never anything actually useful. He brought me to like a Santa Claus ornament that he had buried in the woods. But it was really funny. Anyway, thank you so much, Virgo, for hanging out with me today. I always appreciate it. I wish you all the best, and I'll see you next time.